Cars. They're not just machines that take us from point A to point B, they're a symbol of freedom, innovation, and design. For over a century, automobiles have shaped the way we live, travel, and connect. In today's video, we're diving into 100 incredible facts about automobiles. Whether you're a car enthusiast or just curious, buckle up because you're about to discover things you never knew. Let's kick things off with some history where it all began. The world's first automobile was invented in 1886 by Karl Benz, yes, that Benz of Mercedes-Benz. Benz's three-wheeled gas-powered motor car hit a top speed of just 10 miles per hour. It might not break speed limits, but it certainly broke ground in technology. And guess what? Benz wasn't even the first to drive it. His wife Bertha Benz famously took it on a 66-mile trip to prove it was practical. Henry Ford didn't invent the car, but he revolutionized the way they were made, introducing the assembly line in 1913. Before this, cars were assembled one at a time, slow and expensive. Ford's Model T, the first mass-produced car, made automobiles affordable for the average person. It came in any color you wanted, as long as it was black. The price of a Model T in 1913 was $825, but by 1925, mass production had dropped the price to just $260. The first ever speeding ticket was issued in 1896 in England. The driver was going a blazing 8 miles per hour in a 2 miles per hour zone. In the early 1900s, electric cars were actually more popular than gasoline cars, especially among women. They were quiet, easy to start, and didn't need hand cranking. But gasoline engines took over because of their longer range and faster speeds. The term dashboard comes from horse-drawn carriages. It was a board that prevented mud from splashing onto passengers. Cars used to require a hand crank to start, but in 1912 Cadillac introduced the first electric starter, which made driving safer and easier for everyone. And speaking of safety, in 1959 Volvo invented the modern three-point seatbelt. This simple device has saved over 1 million lives, and Volvo made the patent open to all car makers for free. Did you know? The Volkswagen Beetle, designed in the 1930s, became one of the best-selling cars of all time. Over 21 million were produced. The longest car in the world? A limousine measuring 100 feet long, complete with a swimming pool, helipad, and jacuzzi. The first car radio was introduced in 1930 by Motorola, but not everyone loved the idea. Some states even considered banning radios, believing they'd distract drivers. The most expensive car ever sold? A 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO, auctioned for a staggering $48 million. Lamborghini started as a tractor company. Ferruccio Lamborghini got into car making after a heated argument with Enzo Ferrari over how to improve a Ferrari. Cars in the 1950s were much larger than today's models. Think fins, chrome, and lots of space, almost like rolling living rooms. Toyota introduced the world's first mass-produced hybrid car, the Prius, in 1997, and since then, hybrids and electric cars have rapidly gained popularity. And here's a fun one: your car's horn? It's usually tuned to the musical note F. Fast forward to today, and the automobile industry is packed with innovation. Let's explore how modern technology is changing our rides. Most modern cars have more lines of code than a fighter jet. Your car is a computer on wheels. GPS technology in cars was originally developed by the US military for precise missile guidance. Today, it helps us navigate to the nearest coffee shop. The first car with a rear-view camera was introduced by Nissan in 2002. Now it's a standard feature in almost every car. Self-driving cars aren't science fiction anymore. Companies like Tesla, Waymo, and Uber are testing autonomous vehicles that could soon change the way we travel. But did you know the first autonomous vehicle experiment happened in the 1980s? Mercedes-Benz tested a system in Europe. Today's cars are more connected than ever, with features like Wi-Fi hotspots, voice assistants, and even remote starting from your phone. Cars have learned to park themselves. Thanks to sensors and cameras, parallel parking has never been easier or less stressful. Electric cars like the Tesla Model S can accelerate faster than many supercars, reaching 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. Speaking of electric cars, EVs produce zero tailpipe emissions, which is a huge step forward in the battle against climate change. The average car has around 30,000 parts, from bolts and nuts to sensors and screens. Some luxury cars have perfume dispensers to make the cabin smell just right. Think of it like your car's personal air freshener. Driver assistance systems like adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist are now common, making long drives a lot more comfortable and safe. Did you know there are flying car prototypes being developed? Companies like Aeromobile and Terrafugia are making vehicles that could take to the skies within the next decade. Hydrogen fuel cell cars are another type of zero-emission vehicle. They combine hydrogen and oxygen to produce electricity with water vapor as the only byproduct. The world's fastest car? The SSC Tuatara, which reached a top speed of 316 miles per hour. Some modern cars feature augmented reality windshields that display navigation directions, speed, and other information right in front of you. A car's paint isn't just for looks. Special coatings protect the vehicle from UV rays, rust, and scratches. Some paints can even heal themselves. The average new car costs about $40,000 in the US today, a big jump from the days of the $260 Model T. Tesla's Sentry Mode uses the car's external cameras to record suspicious activity around the vehicle, acting as a virtual security guard. In 2021, the Ford F-150 became available with an onboard generator powerful enough to power your house during an outage. By 2030, it's predicted that electric vehicles could make up over 50% of all new car sales worldwide. High-performance tires can be made from synthetic rubber, but natural rubber from trees is still a key ingredient. The Bugatti Chiron has 16 cylinders and 4 turbochargers, making it one of the most powerful cars on the road. Car seats have gotten smarter too. Some models feature massagers, cooling and heating functions to keep you comfortable. Have you heard of a sleeping car? No, it's not just for naps. It's a term used for cars that have incredibly low mileage because they're rarely driven. Lamborghini's latest cars have carbon fiber windshields to reduce weight and improve speed. High-end cars like the Rolls-Royce Phantom have a starlight headliner, a custom LED ceiling that mimics a night sky. Cars today have up to 10 airbags providing protection from every angle in case of a crash. The average driver will spend about 4 years of their life behind the wheel, so make sure to love your car. We now have fully electric trucks. Rivian, Tesla, and Ford are leading the way with battery-powered pickups that rival their gas-guzzling counterparts. Now let's shift gears to the future. The automobile industry is racing towards exciting and bold innovations that will change the way we think about mobility forever. Autonomous vehicles could reduce car accidents by up to 90%, thanks to their advanced sensors and AI systems. Solid-state batteries are the future of electric cars, promising longer ranges and shorter charging times than today's lithium-ion batteries. In the future, your car might become part of a shared economy where instead of owning it, you can hail an autonomous car on demand, no driving required. Some concept cars even feature solar panels on their roofs, allowing them to generate their own electricity on the go. 3D printing is being used to create car parts more efficiently. In the future, you might be able to print replacement parts at home. We've all seen electric cars, but what about electric motorcycles? Companies like Harley-Davidson are getting in on the action with sleek, battery-powered bikes. Futuristic tires are airless, meaning no more flat tires ever. Wireless charging pads for cars are in development. Just like your phone, your car could charge by parking over a special pad. Fully autonomous taxis are already being tested in cities like Phoenix, Arizona by companies like Waymo. Car-to-car communication will allow vehicles to talk to each other, sharing information about traffic, road conditions, and potential hazards. Electric cars are becoming more affordable. The cost of EV batteries has dropped by nearly 90% over the last decade. One of the coolest future trends? Self-healing cars. Researchers are developing materials that can repair themselves after minor damage like small dents or scratches. In 2019, Toyota introduced a city of the future powered entirely by hydrogen fuel cells, including autonomous cars that will drive its residents around. In Japan, there are already automated parking garages where you just leave your car and robots handle the rest. China is leading the charge in EV sales, with more than half of all new electric cars sold globally in 2022 being purchased there. Some experts predict that flying cars will be available by 2035, and prototypes are already being tested. Did you know that AI is being used to design car interiors? AI can predict the best layout for comfort and functionality. Your car could soon be powered by hydrogen extracted from ocean water, creating an abundant and eco-friendly fuel source. The rise of car-sharing apps like Zipcar and Turo could signal a future where fewer people own cars, opting instead for a shared economy. Mercedes-Benz has introduced concept cars with interiors that adapt to your mood-changing lighting sense and even music based on your preferences. Self-driving cars could soon be our delivery drivers, dropping off packages at your door with no human interaction. In 2021, over 10 million electric vehicles were sold globally, and that number is rapidly growing. The first flying car to ever be tested, the Convair Model 118, way back in 1947. In the future, it's predicted that cars won't even need steering wheels as automation takes over. Did you know some autonomous cars are equipped with special lasers called LiDAR to map their surroundings in 3D? Your car's windshield could soon be an augmented reality display showing everything from directions to real-time weather conditions. Electric cars will soon have ranges of up to 600 miles on a single charge, making road trips easier and greener. In some places, autonomous shuttle buses are already being used to transport people around cities and campuses. Charging stations are popping up everywhere, from restaurants to parking lots, making it easier to keep your EV juiced up. Some car manufacturers are developing smart roads equipped with sensors and wireless charging capabilities for electric cars. Did you know autonomous delivery robots are already delivering groceries in some cities? Soon the same tech could be applied to cars. The shift to electric cars could create thousands of new jobs in the renewable energy sector, from battery production to charging station management. Autonomous trucks are already being tested to revolutionize the freight industry, making long-haul trips more efficient. Imagine a world with no traffic jams. Autonomous cars could communicate with each other to optimize traffic flow and prevent congestion. Some car companies are even developing pod cars, small modular vehicles designed for personal or shared use, capable of connecting and disconnecting to other pods for multi-passenger travel. In-car entertainment systems are becoming more like home theaters, with large displays, surround sound, and even gaming consoles for passengers. With more focus on eco-friendly design, future cars could be made from natural, renewable materials like hemp and bamboo. New developments in fast charging technology could reduce charging times for electric cars to just a few minutes. The future of racing. Electric and autonomous cars are already being tested in high-speed competitions like Formula E, and robo-race car manufacturers are also focusing on sustainability, aiming for carbon-neutral production processes by the year 2030. In the future, cars could be 3D printed in a matter of hours, dramatically reducing production costs and waste. Wireless data connections between cars and infrastructure could make traffic lights obsolete, allowing for smoother, faster journeys. Some experts believe autonomous flying cars could reduce commute times by as much as 90%, transforming city travel. In the future, you could customize your car's paint color with just the push of a button, thanks to special color-changing technology. More than half of car manufacturers have already committed to phasing out gasoline-powered vehicles by 2035. Car interiors could soon feature touchless controls where you simply gesture or use voice commands to operate your vehicle. Researchers are developing biofuel alternatives made from plants, algae, and even waste products, which could power cars sustainably. As cities grow underground and overground, autonomous transport networks could link people with hubs around the globe. The future of automobiles? It's greener, smarter, faster, and it's already on the horizon. There you have it, 100 amazing facts about automobiles. From the history to the cutting edge, future cars have come a long way. What fact surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome videos. See you on the next ride.